Hi, I'm Bob. This is Velcro Show. These are our birds. This is my juice, and this is our story. Now, to get started, we have been talking about the environment a little bit, and as much as I am a bike channel, I do appreciate nature and have been a naturalist my entire life. So when I learn about the conspiracy theories, they're fun, but when we see them in our videos, when we actually see vapor trails that stay for hours and hours, we know that, there's some monkey business because regular vapor trails are water and they will break apart. Incidentally, they love diesel cars in Spain. So if you hear the diesels, I'm very sorry. I cannot escape the noise, and this is the quietest time of the day. Okay, getting to the story. Rainmakers are as old as time, and if you've watched old movies, you've seen rainmakers, and they do everything in the book. Very, very fun. Water has been an issue from day one, and the Romans were the first to build aqueducts for irrigation and drinking, which is why they were so powerful. They had more food and more technology than the other guy. So you can go to Segovia, about 60 miles north of where I am, and see a real Roman aqueduct, and it looks like they just built it. It's so beautiful. I'll leave a link in the blue link. I'll leave the aqueduct for you to see. Okay, a cloud seeder can make it rain. Seeders are skilled pilots. At the same time, they use small aircraft, usually. And in 2012, during the worst drought in over 50 years, it helped. But they needed the right clouds to stimulate, and I'll leave a link to that. The sprays are 3 chemicals: silver iodide, dry ice, which is CO2, which is, we've been discussing CO2 in the atmosphere. Well, CO2 is dry ice, and 3 salt, okay, which is sodium. Okay, and anyways, these are sprayed onto a cloud. They get to buy it and they disseminate this stuff and they stimulate, these ions stimulate it and makes it heavy and it comes down. Hopefully it comes down where you want it. Okay, and it is it's showing some benefits, some. Okay, the supercooled the H2O in the cloud combine and make a coalescence, and then you develop either rain or the snow. But the clouds are very high and it's very cold up there. Cloud seeding is global. Those chemtrails you see are really there, and it's not a conspiracy or a secret because it's well discussed and countries are proud of their efforts. Indonesia, United Arab Republic, Spain, where I live, and the United States, India, and many others participate. Extreme rains in Spain may be a result of human action by cloud seeding. It's possible. Okay, cloud seeding causes artificial acceleration and release of energy. This has resulted in man-made tornadoes on the Mediterranean coast. And you can look in news articles for the Mediterranean and see tornadoes inland where they typically aren't. Water funnels on the Mediterranean are not uncommon because they happen. It's a phenomenon that you'll see, and they need to be avoided, but they're like dust devils, but usually a little bigger. But they're not too unlike dust devils. What we're talking about here are full-blown mini tornadoes and sometimes causing real property damage. So I'll leave a link about that. Cora says the chemicals used in cloud seeding are harmful to humans. Cloud seeding is done using chemical ions such as silver iodide, which can cause lung cancer if prolonged contact or in large amounts. Water is polluted by these seeding toxins. Crops get toxic water called xylem, Xylem, which is also consumed by humans and animals and fish, adding further toxicity called biomagnification. And I'll leave a link about that because it gets a little theoretical science. Okay, then it asks here, is cloud seeding bad for the environment? And I'm going to bring out 5 possible harms. Harmful to humans and animals because of the silver iodide and aluminum, and there are reports of beryllium and aluminum being sprayed, and that's actually a different subject. Number 2, leads to abnormal local weather like tornadoes such as in the Mediterranean, flash floods in Texas, and so on. And these local events can be very catastrophic, even causing death. So we want to look at that. Number 3, not proven cost effective. Well, the cloud moves and it has its own path. You seed it, the ions go to work, it gets stimulated, energy develops, it gets heavy enough, the water droplets form and it goes down. Well, the water's in a frozen state in a cloud, even though it's free and it may be liquid, but it's still below freezing temperature. So when this combination happens, it may not be predictable. So it may not fall where you want it. Number 5, it's not a fully developed science, and you can see that the vapor trails sometimes in my videos, and they'll stay for a long time, and the benefits for farmers I'm still looking into because there definitely can be, because Spain in particular, being on the Mediterranean, does have desertification issue. Desert is trying to take over Spain, theoretically. And that's something it's been facing since before I was born. So in order to reclaim and preserve land, it needs water and plenty of rain. And weather patterns shift and move and sunspots and everything else. So we can go through periods of drought and periods of too much rain. So we're going to talk about that in the future, but I just wanted to focus on what we can do to protect our local environments, because some of this might be good and some of it might be bad. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to say it's evil, and I'm not going to say it's great. I have to run. I thank you.